Oh, I'm Steven. I play currently a half orc fighter paladin named Sibannac. I was a warforged, but got switched about somewhere halfway through the campaign so far. I have been playing D&D for about 2.5 years now, I believe, and I going on 3 real soon, I believe. I've been with the D20 Misfits since its creation about 2 years ago or so now. I have no specific method to the madness of creating a character. Being newer to D&D, I've literally just started like playing around with different builds and finding uh, stuff that I liked would work out for how I planned on playing our current campaign. Similarities between me and Sibanak are the idea of having to fight and overcome the obstacles in our lives, throughout our existences. Differences, uh, I'm human, he's not. Uh, he gets to do a lot of cool things that don't exist in our reality. So that would separate us. That I get to come up with creative ideas that I can play out through him that I couldn't do in my own life. It would have to be my current character, Sibanak, as he is the first character I made for the beginning of a campaign. I had started towards the end of a campaign that the group I'm playing with finished up before we started Curse of Strahd, and I believe I played a fallen Asimir named Shiatin, and he was kind of just a throw together, getting started type situation. So it'd definitely be Sibanak. D&D is important to me. It gives me a place to escape. It's a creative outlet. Get to get together with some friends and kind of escape our own reality and create a reality based off of a storyline. It's just cool to kind of disappear into a character surrounded by friends and stuff that are doing the same. D&D is something that I always wanted to play as a kid, and never finding a group to do so. Becoming a part of this group, it's challenged me to step out of a comfort zone. Especially with doing the videos and stuff. Like you're putting a piece of yourself out into the world. So it was definitely a change to step outside of my comfort zone and bring a character to life. Um, the things that I like about this DM, seeing how he is my first, has brought just the the storytelling to life. So it's interesting to see. I have nothing to compare it to, but I think he does very well with the details in the story. He knows how to captivate and tug on the emotional strings. So yeah, he does a really good job with just making sure things are the just the details in the stories. So. I would say my favorite thing about the game sessions are just, I think we've kind of repeated it in a few of the previous questions. The camaraderie, bringing the friends together, being able to, bring characters to life, seeing how people go about playing. I've had to watch a few of the other D20 Misfit members, play different characters throughout this session. So, seeing them switch up from one character to the next to see how differently they play things. So, just the overall, storyline to the friendships together, makes it a good time each week. So. My favorite story arc would have to be the one I'm involved with Noella and Havela slash Navera slash Null, as she has switched around a bit. Just to be involved and watch, from the beginning when we all met to now to where we're kind of like broken and trying to figure things out and seeing if it's even possible to fix things up while we're trying to save this land of Barovia. So I would have to say it's my current one, to just see the progression of from beginning to current status. My favorite place in Barovia for Curse of Strahd, I can't remember the actual name there, but it was where we ran into Octavo's Tower, I believe. It's where Sibannac came up against his first real challenge, it seemed. He came up against an opponent that, put him down pretty easily, so it was kind of a defining moment for Sibannac to realize, like, oh hey, he isn't this indestructible machine. So Octavo's Tower would be my favorite place. My least favorite moment in the campaign would be right after we did a one-shot where we all made characters for our characters to play, and that kind of changed the whole storyline for Sibannac, Noella, and Havela at the time. So coming back from the character we're playing and returning to Sibannac and realizing that Havela was not going to be Havela anymore was a pretty devastating moment for Sibannac. He kind of lost his only family at that moment, so that was probably one of the least favorite moments. As far as the funniest moment goes, I don't know if there's one to actually pinpoint. The entire group, the D20 Misfits, just with the random things that pop out of our mouths, there's been so many funny moments, at least what we think is funny. There's been several moments where we've all been broken, I guess, as you call it. Breaking the DM is always fun. So it just all in all together, there's just several moments throughout this entire campaign that it's just hilarious, and it's totally derailed the story for a little bit. So I would have to say the saddest story arc would have to be the one I'm currently experiencing with the group, Sibannac, Noella, and Navera at this point. Just to watch as things slowly fell apart and picked us apart, separated us from being a team that we were at one point. Just the emotional back and forth. Having Navera or having Havela, and then losing Havela, and her becoming Navera, and then Null, and then Navera, and then she's dead, she's not dead, she's dead again, she's not who she was, and it's just like watching the torment that, you know, Noella goes through with, you know, the idea of kind of losing a daughter all over again, and then, yeah, just like with Sibannac, watching his only, like, family member, you know, die, be brought back, changed into a whole different, like, creature, and whole different name, no memories, just, yeah, that's the saddest thing that's going on right now. My favorite villain that we've come across so far would have to be Krill, as I've had several encounters with him. He is the one that, like I said, showed me that I wasn't this invincible machine. Like, he put me down and almost ended my life, ended Sibannac's life. So, and then, and having a one-on-one battle with him, you know, and almost dying again, and finally getting a little bit of revenge when we were headed up to the Amber Temple. He was like created into a new, like, half werewolf, half machine type situation thing, and finally just taking him out. You know, it was a full circle. Like, it was fun to go up against. I'd have to say my favorite NPC would have to be the Mad Mage. From the first encounter I believe we had with him, not so much me, I think he randomly showed up and had a quick conversation with Ryu, and then again when we met him near Rick Tavo's tower, and he was like going through like, I guess, his mentally unstable moments where he was ready to like kill us when we were in desperate need of help, to being able to like bring him back and cure the madness to a point, at least hold it off, and getting to go to his like hidden castle or whatever up in the mountains, to just learning the things that he taught each and every one of the members of the group, giving us a place to, you know, safe haven when we really needed it. Just overall, he is a pretty interesting character. I think my favorite chapter in our story now would have to be this little section where Strahd started taking us seriously. He was like toying with us, playing games, you know, kind of like seeing what we were capable of doing. And when we finally started, you know, conquering, you know, different sections of it, it really came down to like, oh hey, these people are like legit. Like, I actually have a challenge on my hands. So when he switched to, oh, I'm just gonna like toy with, you know, some more victims, to, oh, I really need to step up my, you know, game and make sure this group of adventurers don't succeed in what they're attempting to do. Well, my favorite backstory, not to toot my own horn, but I would have to go with the twining backstories of how I originally met Havela, and how Sibannac originally met Noella. Like, at that point, Sibannac was basically, you know, done with life, and Havela came through, kind of just like tripped over randomly and, needed help, and Sibannac found another purpose. And if it wasn't for Noella, Sibannac might not have found a new Warforged body to, get like upgraded and stuff to come back and get going. So the whole moments where it's like that's what brought the little group together is probably my favorite. Something I would like to see happen in our storylines here is to see everybody eventually get over all the past little, things that have happened and come together as we go up against Strahd to, our final fight. We're in the home stretch here, getting prepared for a huge war basically, and we're tasked with the hardest job of it all is to, get rid of the problem, and having the few little issues that each character has amongst each other, whether you just don't like them or there's different situations that have kind of separated us, just to realize that we have a common goal, and that's to take Strahd out and whatever else comes our way, to join together and do what we gotta do. Prediction that we probably all like to see would, being the defeat of Strahd, and if there's anything else after him, to bring back, the light to Barovia and get rid of the curse that has taken over the land. So my prediction is we're gonna do what we need to, take out Strahd and free Barovia from the evilness that he is and has become. Well, it's been fun. This is Steven, aka Sibannac. Hope y'all enjoy this lovely Q&A that we're putting together with each members of the D20 Misfits. I know we enjoy doing what we're doing and putting out the content that we are, so hope y'all enjoy what we are doing and love it as much as we do. Well, peace.